What's up, everybody? Dark 1985. There's levels to this. All right, guys, here we go. Sometimes silence is a form of agreement. Not all the times, but sometimes silence is a form of agreement. So I've been seeing the last few days, ever since this game Gotham Knight has came out, people getting on the Xbox Series S saying that it's holding back the generation. Now, the interesting thing about this statement is that this is not a new statement. This was said at the beginning in like 2020. You can look up articles of people saying this in 2020. However, 2 years have gone by and still games have been coming out on the Xbox Series S, and no one's really said anything. But now, because of this game, the conversation started back up again. You have to be humble enough to understand that you don't know, right? I understand that I don't know. But who does know are people that actually work on these consoles that actually are developers. So if a developer is saying, if developers or anybody close to video games is saying these things, right, that are intricate parts of actually making games run, is saying that this console is holding back the generation. If it's not, there should be vocal developers stating, no, you're wrong. It's not holding back the generation. It should be very clear. However, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that. What I'm seeing is silence and people like you and me, just fans, trying to defend the Series S. Why? It's not our job to defend the Series S. It's not. And I'm going to tell you this, if the Series S is actually holding back the console generation, then I hope that Sony goes ahead and acquires as many things as they can and make it all exclusive so that we don't have to suffer as gamers because Microsoft wanted to go ahead and make a cash grab with the Series S. Oh, that's what I'll call the Series S. I'll call it a cash grab. If the Series S is simply made with the illusion that you're going to be able to play next gen games because now it's going to hamper next gen games, then it's a cash grab. I don't care. If you don't like it, the unsubscribe button is right there. What do you want me to tell you? Until developers come out and defend the Series S, why would we not believe the people that are actually saying something? Nobody's willing to defend it. Not even Microsoft. You don't think Microsoft developers could come out and say some BS at least? Nobody's coming out willing to say anything. Very interesting stuff. At this point, me and you can speculate, but it doesn't matter. There's experts out there that actually work on these consoles that know whether or not having less memory, it seems like common sense, would be a problem. Having less teraflops, seems like common sense, would be a problem, right? Doesn't matter if the X has 12 teraflops and the PS5 has 10 if they can't fully utilize a full 12 because it'll leave the S behind. That makes common sense. That makes common sense. So maybe as this generation goes on, the true next gen experience, who that'll break my soul, will be on the PS5 because they won't be tethered by a weaker console. The same way that on paper, the Xbox Series X is stronger than the PS5, and we can say that on paper, is the same way we can say that the Xbox Series S is weaker than both the PS5 and Xbox Series X. There's power in being able to speak truth. That way, when you speak about something else, people can believe you, or people look at you and be like, you know what, he calls things out when they need to be called out. So until a developer comes out here and actually states the Xbox Series S is not holding anybody back, is not holding anything back, those developers just don't know what they're doing, then I'll go ahead and believe it. Doc Dog 1985, there's levels to this. Truth hurts, man. It is what it is. We out. Peace.